Hey y'all, it's Todd again. So last time we talked about the A element and attributes. This time, as promised, we're going to do a kind of a short video on the button element, and that'll lead us into a different type of attribute, the onClick event, and we'll start to talk a little bit about events. So without any further ado, let's talk about buttons.
All right, here we are back in Visual Studio Code, and we've got this one line of code that we've been working with that last time we added an anchor tag to. But this time we're going to remove the anchor tags, and we're going to add a button. And it can be kind of a pain to constantly type out your HTML tags by hand, so I'm going to show you how to use a tool in Visual Studio called Emmet, also known as Emmet Notation. If you're at the beginning of the line, hit Shift-End. This will highlight the whole line. And then hit Control-Shift-P. It'll bring up this menu in Visual Studio Code. And then we're going to say wrap abbreviation. And if you just choose this first one, Emmet wrap with abbreviation, it'll bring up another menu, and we'll type in button. And you can even see behind there, it was adding the button. Hit Enter. And now we've wrapped our line of code in this button. And when I refresh, we've got a button. But the button's not doing anything. The reason the button's not doing anything is we haven't told it to do anything. There's no sort of default button behavior. What we need to do is add what's called an event. And an event is a kind of attribute. Remember, we talked last time about attributes on the A tag. But there's another class of attributes called events. And events are, just like in the English language, an event is something that happens at a particular time. And in HTML, an event is something that happens based on something the user does. And for a button, one of the most well-known ones is the onClick. So type in onClick, and notice that this alert came up, and it says function. It's because it's a JavaScript function. We're going to type in window.alert, do open parentheses, do a single quote, and then your name, I'll put my name, and close the parentheses, hit save, and let's refresh, hit our button, and it says Todd. It'll say whatever your name is, and it brings up this modal. But let's go back here. And so this is actually some JavaScript, and the thing we can actually do is take out this window, and it'll still work. We hit save, we close this, let's refresh, it'll still work. And that's because this, in the browser, this area is considered the window. And so that alert function is a function on the window. If you've ever heard the term API, or Application Programming Interface, this is called the API of the window or the browser. I know for a lot of you this is very, very new. So don't worry about the details of that too much. But know that there's this window and it has an alert. There's also a confirm, which also is window.confirm. If we hit this, it's a different modal. A lot of times it'll say, do you really want to do this? And if you hit OK, it'll do it. And if you hit cancel, it'll, not change what you were doing. But very often, just for convenience, we omit the window dot and we'll just do confirm or alert, because we're running in the browser and the browser knows that that alert method or confirm method is already there. And that is the button and events. So now you know a couple of HTML elements, and you learned a little bit of JavaScript with the window.alert and window.confirm functions.
Hey y'all, it's Todd again. So in this episode, we talked about the button element. We talked pretty briefly about events, and we used the onClick event. There are also some other events. One of the nice things you can do in Visual Studio, remember we talked about IntelliSense, is you can just type in on and it'll show you all of the events that are available. So next time we're going to get into some semantic HTML with the form element, and then that'll lead us into the onSubmit event and how we can even use some of the things we've learned so far to add even more interactivity and start to really structure our HTML page in ways that you will actually use in your career. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, if you like this episode, gently nudge the like button. And also tell people you know about this series. Maybe your family at Thanksgiving or random strangers you meet on the street. Just walk up to them and say, "Hey, have you seen Todd's videos on web development? They're really good. I think you should watch them." And that person will probably say, A, who are you? And B, who is Todd? And C, I don't care about web development. But do it anyway. I would appreciate it. And also, if you want to be notified of new episodes as they become available, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everybody.